Hi guys, welcome to another pickup video. I decided to do a quick video because I went to the flea market in the weekend and I found quite a lot of stuff. It was a bit of an unusual find. I found a lot of stuff for consoles that I've never ever seen in the wild before, at least not here in Germany. And surprisingly, I found them at a stand, you know, one of those stands where you have, that just place tons of cardboard boxes around and then just throw all kinds of junk in there. And I was just sifting through the junk and not expecting to find anything, and then I just started finding one game after the other for consoles that I don't even own, and stuff that I've never seen in the wild before. So my heart started pumping and I was just going faster and faster through the stuff, and I was just carrying a lot of things that I decided to buy, and it was quite an exciting find. Unfortunately, some of the games were just the boxes with the manuals with no game inside, so that was a bit disappointing, but still I decided to pick them up because it's quite rare to find that kind of stuff. And I paid 20 euros for it altogether, all the stuff that I picked up. And I'm just going to show you quickly what I got from that find. First off, these are two of the more common games that I found there. We have a loose copy of Transport for the Master System. This is the Sega card version, and we have Enduro Racer. There was also quite a lot of quite a lot more Master System games there, but I had all of them, and they were not very rare ones. You had Sonic Chaos, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, and Donald Duck game, and so on, some sports games and stuff. So I decided to just leave those and just pick up the stuff that was a bit more uncommon. And well, this one is very common, but I didn't have that one, so I decided to pick that up. And also then at the same stand, I found some Dreamcast games. We have they're both complete. We have Outrigger, which is a first-person shooter for the Dreamcast. Supposedly this game is not very exciting if you can't play online, and I guess nowadays you can't really play online on the Dreamcast anymore. So, but then we have Virtua Tennis 2. Not really into sports games, but this one seems really nice. We can play up to four players at the same time. So and has some really nice physics and really nice graphics on there. And then some more uncommon stuff. I found these two Jaguar games in one of the boxes, and I've never seen a Jaguar game in the wild before. Unfortunately, it's two of the same, but I decided to pick up both, and I will probably sell one of them. And it seems to be the American NTSC version, so I don't know if that's going to work on a European PAL console or not, but I don't even have the Jaguar, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with these yet. But anyway, they're quite nice to have, so those two. And then here are the boxed games that unfortunately are empty except for the manuals. And yeah, I was kind of in shock when I just started finding all this Virtual Boy stuff in there, because you never see that anywhere here in Germany, at least. So I just decided to pick up all the loose boxes that I found of the Virtual Boy stuff. We have a golf game, Papillion Country Club, and I've heard of this one before, Red Alarm. I think it's one of the better games for the Virtual Boy. Telero Boxer, which also seems like one of the nicer games for the Virtual Boy. It's kind of like Punch Out with robots. And a Japanese game here, Panic Bomberman, and this is a puzzle game. So those are all empty boxes, unfortunately, but they will look good on my shelf until I find a loose copy of the games, so I can make them complete. And then picked up one more Dreamcast game. So unfortunately it's NTSC version, House of the Dead 2, and I already have this for PAL, so I'm gonna sell that one. And I picked up Virtua Cop for the Saturn. And then finally I found two kind of weird games here. They're both for the Neo Geo Pocket, and I don't even have the Neo Geo Pocket, so I'm probably gonna sell these, but they're complete with the manuals and the games in them. And it seems that they're both these kind of slot machine games, which I'm not really too keen on, so I'm probably just gonna sell those and hopefully get some of my money back on the bundle there. So that's the stuff I found for 20 euros. Oh yeah, and I forgot one game. This is what was in the 20 euro bundle that I found in the cardboard boxes at the flea market. It's complete with the overlay and the manual and everything. So I thought it's kind of crazy to find Virtual Boy, Vectrex, Dreamcast, Saturn, and Neo Geo Pocket at the same time at a flea market. So I was pretty happy about that. So, and I picked up this PlayStation 2 game for €1.50, and that's Project Zero. And this is a survival horror game from Tecmo. And what's unusual about it is that instead of shooting zombies, you take photos of ghosts to exorcise them. And I was playing this for a couple of hours, and it seemed really nice, really atmospheric, and I was getting quite into the story, so it seems like a really good game so far. And then I came across this guy who had tons of boxed NES stuff, and of course I had to pick some of it up, although it was a bit on the pricey side, but definitely still worth it. Yeah, he also had a GameCube game. This is Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, which is a 3D arena fighting game with Godzilla monsters. Yeah, that one for, I think it was €5. And then I picked up 3 boxed NES games. We have Trojan. I already have these 2 games, but I don't have them in boxes, so decided to pick them up again. They're about €12 a piece. Trojan and Ghosts and Goblins. I've been looking for this game ever since I started collecting, because it's one of the games that I had as a kid, so I'm really happy to find this in such a good condition. And Pro Protector, or Contra as it's known in the US. So quite happy to find that. He also had a boxed Advantage controller, but he wanted €30 for it, so I decided to just leave that. And finally, for this pickup video, I picked up 2 NES games from eBay. That's these 2 Batman games here, Batman the video game and Batman Return of the Joker. At least this one is a pretty essential game for the NES library, so finally I have it in my collection, and was trying these games out a bit, and they look really nice. This one has really nice gameplay, and this one looked really impressive from the graphics, like huge sprites and really crazy graphics for the NES. It looks almost like 16-bit graphics. So that's it for my pickup video this time. I hope you enjoyed watching, and until next time.